Hey yo, it's another episode of Streets Verified. I want to say we at like episode 14 right now. I got a real big staple out here in the community in the Bay Area, you know, legendary in the music. I got Willie Joe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't even know if you still rocking with the drip. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's my Instagram.
Yeah, Mr. Drip,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? Willie Joe Drip, got you. Go ahead, man, introduce yourself, let them know.
Yo, fan, shout out Street Verified. Got my big brother Willie Joe here, Scotty Summer. It's nice to meet everybody. Honored to be on.
Appreciate you, bro, appreciate you. So let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Willie Joe, you out here from Atlanta right now.
Yeah. Live in Atlanta, but definitely from this motherfucker, Vallejo, California, all day, every day.
So what was growing up in Vallejo like?
My time, it was actually hella fun for me. Like back then, it's so different than it is now. Because now when I'm there, I'm like, damn, this is really where I grew up at.
It's a lot of gangbanging. Well, I don't even want to say gangbanger, but niggas politicking.
Exactly. Like it's kind of back then the same things happened where a lot of families from Oakland, Richmond, all moved to Vallejo, you know what I'm saying, to get away from the violence and stuff like that. And basically all that did was just turn Vallejo into the baby Oakland, baby Richmond.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
You know, it was pretty much fun though. You know, I've been having the same like core friends. Like I've been having the same friends since like 5th grade till today. So, you know, we just did hella shit. Walk to house parties, you know, cut class, smoke weed. Right. You know, win the talent shows, just do all type of stuff like that. So it was fun for me because I was just a creative being creative. Right.
Mm-hmm. So what made you get into music out there?
I saw a group on TV. Their name was Crisscross. So I seen them.
That's my story too.
Yeah, they were the same exact age as me, and I saw them on MTV, and the song "Jump," and I'm like, "Hold on, man!
Who the fuck is these kids?"
Yeah, and they getting girls. They on Oprah. They doing all that shit. Like, nigga, I could do this too. And then 2 years later, I heard 1994. I heard Snoop Dogg. And then once I heard Snoop, Deep Cover, and then Doggy Style, I knew this is what I wanted to do for sure.
Okay. You know what's crazy about that? Because, them stories right there, Crisscross was really one of the first groups that made me get into music.
Crazy.
And then listening to Snoop Dogg. I don't know if you remember that he had Bow Wow on this project.
Yeah.
Cussing like fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you better ask somebody.
I remember hearing that shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that just made me get into music really just off that right there. So hearing you, it's good to know that I wasn't the only nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah.
That's fire. So what about artists out there in Vallejo? Like, was there any older artists that you...
Yeah, of course, the normal people. Like, the first CD I ever had, ever saw, ever owned was E40, Mr. Flamboyant. I was walking home from elementary.
That's the one with the watch on there?
No, that's in Major Way. It was actually before that. It was like one of his early tapes. Like, so he had like a run where he had Mr. Flamboyant, then he came with Mailman, then he came with Federal. You know what I'm saying? Then that's when we got into Major Way. But I was a big fan of that. Like, but my favorite artist out of Vallejo, like I always was different. So my favorite nigga was Mac Mall. I thought it got no bigger than Mac Mall when I was a kid.
Nah, Mac Mall really, I thought he was the biggest thing out, and he had Pac in the video.
No, exactly. Just moves like that. Seeing him on, like, I was a fan of BET, so when I'm seeing Jay-Z and all these people on Rap City, like Mac Mall's from my city, and I'm seeing him on TV. Like,
he touched him for sure.
Yeah, so.
And he was young, though.
Exactly.
I don't think people really remember how young he was at the time doing that, so that's for sure. So you was able to see that. So what about when you was when you got into it? Like, what made you like really like, I'm gonna take music serious?
Just the reaction of the people. I remember I performed in like the 5th grade, my elementary school.
Damn, you been doing this since that long?
Yeah. Damn, I decided to do a rap. That's actually where I met your cousin, Treese. 5th grade.
Okay.
So she was singing, I was rapping.
I was in the talent show together. Okay.
Talent show together. Been friends ever since.
Okay, that's fire.
Pretty much like the reaction I got after doing the assembly and rapping about science and math, whatever it was about. The reaction made me be like, man, I fool with this.
Hold on. I can't even let you bypass that, bro. You was rapping about what?
Science, math. Like we had to. So basically, you had to either say a speech and like a presentation of like what you learned throughout the year. I decided to do a rap, so I did it to Juicy. Biggie, Juicy.
And he was rapping about
And I rap
science.
about what I learned about science, what I
This
learned about
nigga,
math.
that was some lyrical shit then. Got you.
And the reaction was crazy, and I just kind of like kept it going from there. And then I entered the talent show after that, and then I won it. Then I was like, oh,
my nigga won the title. You heard that? Like, won it. You know what I'm saying? Got
once
you.
I did that, then I was like, oh, let me do this.
Okay. So when you got what was that? You said 5th grade, the talent show.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got like, you know, when you got into music older, you know what I'm saying? What was that like? Like, how did you navigate through that? Because it used to be hard to get in the studio.
No, definitely. So I was just, recording at people, houses and, figuring out like that. Was a guy named Clarence that had like a little studio set up in his garage, like, and he started to like, let the local kids come rap. So that was like my first experience, but it wasn't until I like got with my cousin Don P. Mm-hmm. He was rapping and he was going to a major studio. His cousin G Thing, my boy Greg, he was out there in San Francisco. He pretty much, Fast Lane Eddie and Ramadan and all that. Sure. Yeah, that's they big brother Greg. So he had a studio. So I pretty much went over there, and that was like my first time being in a major studio and being on something major was Don P's first album, Y'all Ready For Me. So I like was on there probably about 3 times, helped write a few hooks, and then that kind of just started from there, really like taking it serious and being professional with it.
Right. So you do a lot of well, before I fast forward to the writing, what was your you feel like your first initial break in music?
Moving to Atlanta. Like, to me, what a break is to me is when I moved to Atlanta. So I moved to Atlanta right after high school, probably like 2-3 years after high school. My sister who's a year younger than me. Right. She went to Clark, so she was the first one out the family to go to college.
Right.
So I've never been nowhere outside of the Bay Area at this time. So when she went to Atlanta, she called me after her freshman year, like, nah, I think you need to come to Atlanta and push your music, because she saw that I didn't want to do nothing else. I wasn't getting no job. I wasn't going to college. I wasn't doing nothing but rapping. So she like, I think you need to do it here. And then I was lagging for a minute. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. And I ended up going. I had a one-way ticket, $10 in my pocket, and one tape that I had. And all I knew was my sister. Like, I went out there, grinded it up. Probably about 6 months. I got a job at the airport. Me and my sister got an apartment together. I fucking pressed up this mixtapes that I had. I started going outside, standing outside of the clubs that I couldn't get in, just passing out my CD. Right. I ended up giving it to a dude that ended up being a manager. He called me like, man, I really like this. And then he introduced me to showcases, open mics. I didn't know what that was, because that wasn't really big in the Bay at the time. So I didn't know what that was. So when he showed me that, I started performing and stuff like that. And then like,
them showcases in Atlanta be lit though.
The era that I was a part of though was like should be a documentary on it though, because the people that was in that era was B.O.B., Yellow Wolf, Wiz Khalifa, Young Jock, Shop Boys, Party Like a Rockstar. All these people got signed off showcases.
Man,
like literally, and myself,
so records too.
Yeah, exactly. So it really opened my eyes, and I started winning the showcases, and with that song "Get 'Em Got 'Em" that you spoke on, and then a lot of things start happening for me.
We did the "Get 'Em Got 'Em" off camera, so let people know like that song "Get Him, Got Him."
Yeah, that was my first song that I made that people was feeling.
When I first heard the song, like it was like late night. I remember just the shit came on, and like I say this on, like I was never a fan of Bay Area music growing up for some reason. Like I always loved East Coast. Even though I'm from out here, I just always gravitated to the East Coast sound or the Southern sound. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when I heard your shit, and then you was, they said you was from Vallejo, I'm like, hell no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then when I went to Atlanta and I heard the song out there, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? It made sense to why they gravitated to it like that out there. But out here, it hit. But out there, it was like, you know what I'm saying? So,
cause the one thing I peeped out there before I made that song, I peeped that everybody was fooling with my slang and my little way of being, my little, my little pop my collar, my little bass shit I was on, but like nobody was really feeling like me coming with like Bay music as far as the production and woo woo. Beats, and then I thought about it, I was like, man, what if I came with that bass shit over Southern production?
Nah, for sure.
And then I did that and I cracked the code.
Nah, cause the beat was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was, I don't know, like like I said, I don't even be liking like Bay shit, but when I found, I'm like, see, somebody is paying attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than being regional. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when you got out there though, what was like some of the hardships of maneuvering through Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? Being
definitely being from not being from there. So you gotta like understand the region, understand like how it go with stuff like that. But for me, actually it was cool because at the time like I was the element of surprise. I was the new thing. I was the breath of fresh air to a lot of people. So for me, once people start seeing it, then everyone just pretty much gravitated and just started like fooling with it. And then plus I was like cool with a couple people. Like so one of the when I first moved out there, I won one of the first showcases. It was at a spot called Atrium. So the prize was
that was a big spot out there.
Exactly. The prize was free studio time. So when I went to the studio, to the promoter studio, he said, you know, my cousin is going to engineer you. Blah blah blah. His little cousin was 15 who happened to be B.O.B.
Wow.
And he engineered me. Wow. So when we was engineering, he left us by ourselves. So so B.O.B. used to always be like, man, you know I rap too, man, but you know nobody paying attention. Blah, blah. I was like, play your stuff, bro. He played. I said, you know what, you hard. So when Get 'Em Got 'Em started taking off, I started letting him open up for me. So one day at the show, I was like, what's up? I said, B.O.B., man, we finna do this. His name wasn't B.O.B. His name was Bobby, regular name. And he said, you know what? That's my rap name.
Wow.
And he named himself B.O.B. right then and there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then, you know, crazy. So I showed him how to, you know, perform, showed him how to ad-libs, all the, just, you know, the little sauce. And he just really, fucking 6 months later, he made Nothing on You, 8 million sold.
Bro went
rocket
crazy.
Shit.
Bro went crazy.
Yeah.
But I think you've been around a lot of people's success.
Yeah, way before that.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't really think a lot of people know that. So, yeah, I mean, do you want to touch on, like, let's just drop some names?
Yeah,
like,
well, one of the first people,
I'm gonna put the
definitely up. Bay Area, one of the first people Bay Area-wise, my boy Clyde Carson. We went to high school together. We went to, senior year of Vallejo High together. We rode around a lot during that time. And a little bit after that, him and the team, me and the tribe, we used to always be together. When he had a song called, a project called My Story, we used to rock. Like I remember my first time ever going to New York was going to New York with him.
Right.
Because he had to perform in front of like 5 labels. And he won't ask me to be his hype man because, you know, at the time everybody was on me for performing.
Right.
So he like, man, come on, be my hype man and stuff like that. And, you know, I went out there, it didn't work out for him at that particular time. But, you know, it became full circle because it was so crazy is like, Clyde really my dog. Like we got real history, and now when I think about it now, I didn't handle it right at the time. Like so when I moved to Atlanta, like you know I was rapping a certain type of way. So when I heard the song, like the Hot in Here song, I'm like, damn, that's like the type of style that I was doing type of thing. So instead of embracing it and understanding like, damn, my dog really put some shit together. He was influenced, but at the same time came up with his own shit. I took it kind of personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, woo. And plus people around me was in my ear. So I didn't feel like I handled that right. Like me and him could have built, but what's so crazy about that, probably years later, me and him both got signed to Capitol. So I got signed to Show Enough and he got signed to The Game. Right. And it was by the same person, Ronnie Johnson, A&R. And he happened to pass away 6 months later.
So did y'all ever get to, men y'all little?
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Like, it was kind of one of them, like one of them things where I'm feeling away. But, you know what I mean? I'm not really saying that he really knew that or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So even me saying it right now is making it bigger than
he
what
probably
it
didn't
was.
Yeah, it probably wasn't even that deep. It was just and niggas young, so.
Exactly.
Okay. So go ahead. Anybody else? We got Clyde.
Clyde. We got B.O.B. We got so when I first came back to the Bay, so when I moved to Atlanta, I wasn't established really as an artist. It was just in high school and stuff like that. Right. So I came back after all the stuff happened in the Bay, and then first thing I did was I put together a group, F&M, Fly Nigga Movement. That was me, Neo the Gift, Irk the Jerk, Tracks a Million.
I just had Irk on here.
That's my brother right there, man. So like one of the fun facts about the group is, we got a lot of attention when we first came together, and everybody was like anticipating how we was doing. So I remember we had an interview with Big Von where he wanted to interview the group, and he asked me personally to send him 3 songs. And so we had like 2 songs that we were strong about as far as us together. But Irk had made a song on his own that he played us, and I'm like, no, that's a hit. That need to be one of the songs. Like, and he was, real nigga he is. He like, you sure, bro? Like, nah, bro. Like, that's me by myself. Like, this is about the group. Like, whoop. I'm like, nah, bro. That shit got to be heard. Like. Kid you not, nigga. Von played the 3 songs. One of the songs was right here. And the shit never stopped playing on the radio
Shit
after
was
that.
out of here.
Yeah,
Sure.
and I watched that boy life change right in front of my eyes.
That's crazy. See, that's 3 people right there. You just, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's really being very close to the game and having a great ear, you know what I'm saying? And being selfless at times to be able to,
Yeah.
you know, give somebody the opportunity. Like even your boy right here, you got him, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? So let's talk about what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, step up to the mic, man. Let's rap a little bit. So tell me what you got going on with your project.
Yeah, so the project called Dear Summer is coming out. Right now we focusing on American Dreamer. It came out like last 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple bangers on there. You know, I think every song has its own feel. I really love the song Lavish.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice, smooth record for people that's into fashion. All the sexy ladies out there.
All the sexy okay, we got a Playboy on right here. Got you. He went straight for the ladies.
Yeah.
Where you from, my man?
I'm from out here.
Out here? What part?
Yeah, so I grew up in Berkeley.
Berkeley? Oh yeah. Most Berkeley niggas is Playboys for sure. Y'all didn't have
Yeah, facts.
yeah, that y'all didn't have that title for a minute. Okay. So you coming with some of that smooth player music.
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit of that, and then we got some hype shit. You know, we got a song top 2 for everybody that's feeling like they the number 1 person in everybody's life. You know, we top 2.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to hear the hype. You so calm, bro. Like you too smooth. Like what hype? You got hype music?
We got hype, but you know, I try to focus on really one vibe. You know, I think you know, as artists, you could get too lost in trying to appeal to many audiences. So, you know, for me, it's like I really know who I am. I tend to project, you know, optimism. Make sure you have your goals in life. Focus on who you are and who your purpose is. But then the other side is, I'm a fly ass nigga. You know, so
Talk your shit, my boy.
You know who attracts the fly niggas.
Come on, man.
You
Pop your shit, man. I like that.
You know, it's really about that and telling your truth. I feel like a lot of artists get lost in telling lies, whether they live in a life they not really about.
Right. So, how'd you and Willie Joe get connected?
Man, you know, me and Willie been in each other's life for really a year now. Just really is staying tapped in. It was an organic connection. We just tapped in and then we kind of stayed a part of each other's life like that.
Right. So what do you feel like it's like to have a person that's so knowledgeable in the game, you know, in your corner?
You know, everybody, you know, Alexander the Great had Aristotle. You feel me? So when you got someone that's a legend in your life, already been through it, could show you the way how to go, it's kind of hard to fail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's an advantage for sure. A lot of people don't have.
It's just a blessing.
Right.
I don't take nothing for granted.
All right. Well, where you be finding these dudes at, boy? You know what I'm saying? You really just be finding talent like that, huh?
I guess it's just be happening. Been like that since a kid.
Man, I see you just like right there at the right time all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even got to the majors yet.
Yeah, exactly.
We still, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So Atlanta, you out there living like,
Yep.
So what it's like? Cause you know the party scene crazy. Like, so how do you like maintain like working and like not going crazy partying? Like, cause
I think you can relate to this when you a nigga that's used to getting pussy
type shit.
You know what I'm saying? And you grow up already getting bitches
type shit.
That type of thing don't really move you.
But nah, that's true. But them bitches be different.
No. Now, mind you, I've been there like this is my second time there now. I've been there like 7 years. So yeah, when first getting back for sure.
Yeah,
it done wore off by now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, know when you first out there, you like
when you first there, your neck finna break. Like what the hell going on?
What they feeding y'all out? Before the BBL used to be.
Nah,
what's going on?
And that's crazy, especially being from here, because we used to beautiful women, but we ain't used to thick shit
not
like that.
Body, not that.
Nah, that's facts.
Them bodies be different out there, and they be cooking. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
homegrown.
Like they gonna feed you and fuck you. Like that's and send you about your way.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So well, being out there though, like how'd you feel like you connected the dots after the showcases?
I got signed, so I pretty much performed at TI Club Crucial. And
that shit used to be, I ain't gonna lie, that
was crazy.
That used to be epic, and it was a scary place to be for real. Like,
if you ain't moving right,
I ain't gonna lie, outside, boy, you would get fucked up outside of there. Cause that shit, that club was like a like a big ass warehouse or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how all they should be, like, just middle of a parking lot, fat ass. You know what I'm saying? We don't have none of that parking lot crazy.
Nah, yeah, that's definitely crazy. Sound like you talking about Central Station.
Nah, I'm just saying, period.
Oh,
like,
period.
Cause I think what's that other one, Velvet Room?
Yeah,
that motherfucker was in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So they be like middle of shopping centers type shit.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like we definitely need shit out here like that. Like it'll be. But nah, niggas can't. Niggas can't. I say that, like, niggas can't have nothing out here, bro. I heard they had at All Star the little shit that was going on at Alameda. I heard.
Yeah, I was there.
I heard they had it was niggas outside just grabbing niggas.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't go out. Like I don't. If I can't wear my jewelry in peace, I'm cool. Like I ain't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. That's one thing about the A. Well, I don't know. I ain't been out there in a few years, but it's like you could shine comfortably sometimes.
No,
you know
it's
what I'm
about shining.
It's too many niggas out there with money. You know what I'm saying? Unless you loafing. You know what I mean? But in that club, boy, you better have your pieces together. You know what I'm saying? Because little fries ain't gonna shine. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's too many drug dealers out there.
Big facts.
Big A&Rs and, you know what I'm saying, music reps and strippers. You gotta have some type of money, man. You know what I'm saying? So what do you feel like one of the hardest things in the A was? Like, just, I know not being from out there, but like just being a Bay nigga.
The culture. I think that's the part, like being a Bay nigga and then having to learn like how regular niggas is. Right. Like, and trying to like, and add a little bit of what I like about it.
How you just said a regular nigga. You really get to see Bay Area, like we kind of fucked up mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Dysfunctional, bro. We are fucked up. Ain't no
like,
kinda.
We see, like, I ain't gonna lie, like even just like the bitch ass nigga, you know, our nigga, we'd be like bitch ass nigga. Like I ain't gonna lie, damn near almost got shot out there by one of my niggas. Like he like, hey bro, you ain't gonna keep calling me so many bitch ass.
Nah,
I said,
facts.
Bro, that's kind of a term of endearment, bro. Like you know what I mean, but. The lingo be different, you know what I'm saying?
No, all that shit be different, and then you gotta just like learn how to like adjust, because in certain situations, being a Bay nigga, this one thing I tell somebody all the time, because you know all my Bay niggas tap in with me, pull up on me. I done seen plenty of Bay niggas move there and move back, like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm peeping. I
was one of them. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm peeping back. And the one thing I peep is like, it's the way. Like the Bay Area wiggle is gonna get you in any door, any field, any room, anything. Now the thing about the Bay Area wiggle though, it's gonna get you in every room you want to be in, but it ain't gonna keep you there because we're still trying to wiggle once we already in. The wiggle works when you're trying to figure out how to get it, skip that line, and get up in this motherfucker like who I know, back door, whatever the fuck is gonna be. But once you in there, you ain't supposed to be still wiggling.
You gotta figure.
You gotta play the game now.
Yeah, now you gotta.
Now you in here. And that's the one thing I peep the most about my brothers, man, my Bay brothers that come down south or come anywhere that's not the Bay, where they wiggle and they get in the dough for sure. But then, you know, they just keep wiggling though. But it's some people that's done did it very right and been very successful.
But I feel like you really like one of the people that kind of did it right. Like you wiggled your way like to the top of the game, like, you know what I'm saying, without the help out here, you know what I'm saying? And True. That's one thing that, and then, you know, if you had the support out here with the shit you did, you can only imagine, you know what I'm saying?
I think that come from me being an artist, because when I was an artist, it's nothing I wanted. Even when I was popping in Atlanta, it's nothing I wanted more than the acceptance from the Bay Area.
Exactly.
I just never wanted to get looked at like a nigga that wasn't authentic. Like when somebody say Willie Joe and you like, nigga, I ain't never heard of that nigga, or that nigga don't be out here. Like I wasn't fucking with none of that. I was determined to change everybody. That's why I moved back to the Bay Area when all this shit happened. Like, I don't say it's a regret, but I really shouldn't have left when I got off the label and me and the management, whoop, like I came back here.
I feel like you was, I'm finna go back home and just take it home.
Yeah, because the main thing is like, so I had like a bidding war where before I signed, it was like a hella labels trying to sign me. So my boy KP at Columbia flew me out there. Def Jam and Hov and them flew me out there. Usher Mom was trying to sign me. Big Boy and Outkast and them was trying to sign me. CTE Jeezy and them was trying to sign me. My boy Nick Love, all of them. Show enough, like it was like a real like
that nigga just named
niggas was trying to sign me for real.
Can't wait to put
me out and all that. So I was like, so when all that was happening, what I was saying,
the bidding war.
Yeah, so all that was happening. That was the reason I said that. I'm loaded. The reason I said that,
though. You was trying to smoke a blunt before this too.
Yeah, it was gonna be.
You was saying it because damn, I'm high too. But you were saying it because of the bidding war, you know, all the shit you was accomplishing, what you had going on.
Yeah, it was a reason I said that though.
I mean, I can't tell you the reason, black man.
Nah.
I can't tell you the reason, man. We gotta figure it out though.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, it was
shit, when niggas start popping they shit and it just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why kids, weed ain't always a good thing.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know shit going.
I ain't gonna lie, I stopped like the whole December and January. I ain't never felt like that, like clear, like pure. Like,
I be wanting to stop.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I be wanting to, bro, but I feel like people just irritate me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I was hella edgy too.
You know, the day you quit, it's like motherfucker gonna try you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, God damn, like
that's
So that's the scary part about trying to quit. But damn, yeah, what was we at with that shit? What shit you was?
So everybody trying to was
the wiggle
sign the wiggle. So you were saying, how was it really in the Bay? I mean, in Atlanta, like the being out there.
Yeah.
So with everybody trying to sign, they all kept saying, people will call the Bay. Area. So it'd be people like my boy Von, my boy DJ Man, all these people that's, you know, the tastemakers and influencers of out here. They all know me personally. Right. But, you know, the truth is I didn't have no motion in the Bay Area.
Right.
Like the consumers and the people that's fans of people didn't know me at all. So I really took that personally. So once the deal and everything fell apart, I came right back to the Bay because I was like, nobody finna say I'm not from the Bay. Like, as you just tell by the moves I made. Like, I came, I did F&M. Like, on some fly nigga movement. Like, so I thought to myself, okay, all the rappers know me, but none of the fans know me. So I need to get with the rappers so they fans can see me.
Right.
So that's why I did the F&M shit. That's why I got with Jack and got on Jacka and got on his album. Like with me, him and Rich got a song called A Million. Like, so that was like my first song I did when I came back to the Bay Area. Then we did the F&M shit. And then like, what's crazy is I went back to the Bay to visit and I actually made I'm From the Bay Bro out there. Cause I saw the producer that's from here, my boy Beat Rock, he was out there. We went to the studio. He played the beat. I made the song right then and there. As soon as I came back, we went to the Macklemore show. I seen E40 backstage, me and my dog Ken, and then we was hollering at 40, and then 40 jumped right on it, and then it became the biggest song I ever made.
This nigga
I'm From the Bay Bro. That went even bigger than Get 'Em Got.
But that was a big song though.
Yeah,
that was a big song. And you know, you being from Vallejo and getting stamped by arguably one of the biggest artists from Vallejo, definitely. You know, other than him and Mac Dre. You know what I'm saying? So. Well, shit from the Bay, period, for sure. You know what I mean? I can't even just say Vallejo. That's 40. You know what I'm saying? I can say California. You know what I mean? But so that right there, you getting that stamp. Like, did you ever lose a passion for it?
No, I think that's what's crazy now that I'm A&R and I deal with a lot of artists and I watch them go all through all the motions. Right. I think that's the biggest difference with me and other A&Rs is I actually did it. Right, and I did it from a survival standpoint. Right. I didn't do it from like a hella labels or woo-woo, but I did it from like I'm trying to make something crack. Right. So I know every emotion any artist has ever been through.
Got to go through, right?
From being broke to getting money in other fields and not music and lose focus to fucking being at top of the game in the music and everybody fucking with you to people overlooking you, to people hating on you, to people. I done been in every single emotion you can feel. So I think that's why I'm so good with the artist development that I do now is because I can relate to the artist so much because I've been in their shoes.
Right. So you didn't get any, like, even I'm saying with that label, you know, all them, the bidding wars, you know what I'm saying, coming back home, you don't feel like you had like a depressed moment, like, or you just felt like you had that, let me strap my boots on and, you know what I'm saying?
Let me strap my boots on. Because you know what's crazy is even, again, dealing with these artists now, I never seen so many depressed kids.
Nah, yeah, that's why I asked.
Like, I've never seen, like, I might have experienced depression before, but I didn't call it that. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I've never been depressed.
I call that shit the ride wave syndrome.
Yeah,
and that's no diss ride wave, but them kids, nigga, listen to your
bro,
shit, they be just like
going through it, bro.
Like, I be like, God damn, bro, turn that shit off. Like, it ain't that much heartbreak. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? That's why best people don't talk about. Everybody always joke how we grew up and our rappers was like the drug dealers, and now these rappers are drug users. But depression and like mentally, that's like health and being in your mind is a lot of reasons why these artists go that route.
But why you feel like that though? Like,
bro,
like,
trauma is real, my nigga. And
but they get the, like, you know, like you said, niggas work for this. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And y'all get to the point to where everything is just clicking. And you just mentally, you know what I'm saying, check out. Like,
but you gotta think about it. If you ain't did nothing to even start a process of getting your mind healed before something happened, what you think finna happen now that you getting all hella bread, hella bitches, hella woo woo? You didn't even prepare yourself for that. Like and most of these artists now ain't like me, where I just said I was rapping since 5th grade and it's been a dream and I'm gonna do this shit till it happened. These motherfuckers just know how to rap, decide to make a song, nigga, put it on SoundCloud and now it go viral. Now all the labels hitting them talking about, let me get 500,000. Now their whole life changed and now they gotta take something serious that they didn't even care about taking serious. So now every demon that they got is now on Front Street.
And they got money with the demon.
Exactly. Yeah. They can put some ice on that demon now. What?
They can put some ice on. Nah, for real. That's a. You might gotta clip that. My nigga Julian over there. You good, Julian? Nigga shades up and shit. All right, cool boy. That's my little magician, bro. But so going back to the A&R, what do you feel like are some of your success stories?
Well, one, being from Vallejo and even becoming an A&R for arguably top 3 music label in the game, especially boutique.
Pop your shit,
you know what I'm saying?
Boy.
Like,
pop your
okay, let me do it then. Generation Now, man. Like, you know, a lot of people talk, man, but I'm really part of a real squad that, you know what I mean, that we done did it. So, you know, it's DJ Drama label, my boy Don Cannon, my nigga Lake Sheezy.
Damn, this,
you know what I mean?
Names is like every name he didn't name this whole interview is heavy hitters. Go ahead, my bad for
going. But nah, Generation Now, so you know that's the home of my dog Lil Uzi Vert, home of my dog Jack Harlow. You know what I'm saying? Of course, DJ Drama. We got a new artist, Kai Cash, out of Brooklyn, New York, going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Uzi and Jack both got diamond singles separately. So on one label, 2 diamond singles on one label. You know what I mean?
That's hard. Like, that's hard.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I hear a lot of labels get talked about, man, but y'all need to be bringing up that GN though, for sure.
For real, because that's, y'all know how much sales it is to go diamond?
Oh, yeah.
That shit ain't
2 different artists did it.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work. So you feel like y'all the big dogs over there right now.
I definitely feel that way. You know, we all humble, even how I carry my like.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't mean to cut you off. Ain't no humble shit on Streets Verified. Pop your shit, son. Ain't no humble shit today, bro.
No, but that's what I was gonna say.
I need Willie Joe. You know what I'm saying? Get him. I need that nigga to come out. Nigga, pop your shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely, man. You know, we definitely work hard. You know, my guys, Drum, Lake, and Cannon, they definitely been going hard and deserve everything that, you know, that coming their way. And I thank God, you know, that they saw it in me, because even how I became an A&R is they like seen it in me. So like,
how'd you connect them dots with them?
So I've been friends with my boy Lake Show and my boy Cannon and Drummer for like a long time, since I've been back and forth in Atlanta. So I used to do things with them, like I used to like hit them and be like, hey bro, this nigga right here finna pop. And I showed him a video Pee Wee Longway and Young Thug Loaded. And I said, the nigga that's on the second verse, he finna crack. He was Young Thug. 6 months later, he come with Stoner, he cracked. I seen Rod Wave way before he was doing a depressing thing on like some song called Tomorrow or whatever the song was called. Right. And told, hey, this dude finna crack. He cracked. Hey,
look. The cold part about how I know you ain't capping. Your man right here, like, yep. I remember. Yep. That's crazy, bro.
Nah,
so
definitely.
Go ahead. You see Money Man?
See Money Man. Told the Money Man was gonna crack. He cracked. So I guess they got at me one day, like, bro, you keep calling all these people finna crack. Like, I'm just doing it because I know he's a DJ. And
how you feel like you be knowing that though? Like,
that's been a kid. Like even when you just brought up your cousin, like Treese, I knew that 7th grade. When I heard her voice, I knew it. Like, oh, that's a star right there. So just even being her friend and seeing her go through the Missy show and you know all that, you know, Juice. That was the time we Get 'em Got 'em time when I was in Atlanta. Like I felt like nigga Vallejo was on the rise. Like she on the show, I'm in Atlanta with Get 'em Got 'em. Like it's just going crazy. But I, like, you know, anybody's been around me will tell you that. From all my homies, like I just been like that since a kid. Like just always gravitate. Like one of the people stayed across the street from me was Zaya Bell. I don't know if you know Zaya Bell, singer, dope singer from the Bay, doing big things right now. But she stayed across the street from me. Her sister and my sister was best friends. I used to make them be a group back in the day. Name them, write the songs, say this, do the choreography. Like
so, the fact you've been doing this, like you've been basically having an ear for it, doing music, and now you done learned how to get paid for your passion.
Yeah, and and that's how I know it's God, because even how, like I said, how it happened wasn't even nothing I was doing. So I moved back to the Bay Area. So basically, I was here. I moved back to Atlanta. My boy, had a best friend named Pills. He used to always tell me when I left Atlanta, like, bro, you need to come back, bro. Like you stayed out there too long. You done did your thing. Bay Bro did what he had to do. You know, you done made your moves. It's time to come back. And then, you know, and then I pretty much eventually came back. And then when I came back, I met an artist named Pretty Boy. He was an artist, and he was like the first time I was like thinking about being a player coach, where I embraced him. And I'm like, dang, you know what? I'm gonna help him get a situation while I get my feet back wet in Atlanta. So the one thing I did was I wanted to create a session to play it for Pills, because Pills is like my muse. He was always somebody that told me what's hot, what's not. He was there when I made I'm from the Bay, bro. He was there when I made Get 'em Got 'em. Like he was just there for all these.
So he got a good ear too.
Yeah, for all these moments. Yeah, exactly. So basically, we had a session, chilled the whole night. Blah blah blah. He told me at the end of the night, like, "Oh, Pretty Boy, the one." So you know, I'm juiced. Like, okay, we finna do it. Nigga, the next day, I get a call from his mom, from his phone, and Pills died.
Damn.
The very next day.
Damn. Sorry.
This is like a week me back in Atlanta.
Damn.
So when that happened, I'm like, damn, what's the fuck? But knowing that he was fooling with Pretty Boy, and I was rocking with Pretty Boy, I didn't mourn. It kind of was like motivation. Like I'm finna turn Pretty Boy. We finna turn this up. So pretty much, me and him got together. We created this project called Southwest. That we playing off the airline, and he from the South, I'm from the West. We was getting it all together. So say it's Friday, and we finna shoot a video Monday. I'm at the club Friday. I see him running to Jazzy Faye, the dude I used to be signed to, and we talking and stuff. And then looking at my gram on Instagram, nigga, somebody say rest in peace, Pretty Boy. I said, what the hell? Boom, call, verify. Pretty Boy died 2 months after Pills.
Right.
And this is me 3 months back in the Bay Area. So then when that happened, now I'm like, oh fuck, now what the fuck? Am I supposed to still be rapping? Like, what's going on? I'm leaving the funeral, kid you not. I get a text from Lake, one of the CEOs from Generation Now. He said, you ready? I called him like, what you talking about? He's like, bro, Uzi just popped. Atlantic just gave us all this bread to start a label and create a staff. Damn. And we was thinking that you would be a good A&R.
Fit, right.
But so obviously that's great news, but at the time I had to make a decision like, okay, do I take this on and like really embrace this transition, or do I still pursue this music shit? Right. Because even though I've done a lot as an artist, I'm still not accomplished for what I was trying to do. Right. So it's like, but it really felt, because of the timing and being at the funeral and all that, it really felt like God was talking to me. That's what it was supposed to be. And it was a transition. So I just embraced it and like.
Was that transition hard though?
At first it was, because everything I do is like a rapper.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Even now, like I'm in the sessions with the artist smoking, like, you know what I mean? There's certain things that way I move that I'm just used to moving like that. And it's because I was an artist. But I had to also like fully, I just really embraced it, and I just really studied like the people that I respect, like people like my boy Shakur Stewart, R.I.P. Like, you know what I mean? My boy Sycamore, then like KP. Like these are just A&Rs that I just always admired, and crazy. All 3 A&Rs tried to sign me. It's how I even know them. Like and I followed them from there, and and I just really dived in, and then like my first day on the job, they put 4 artists in front of me. Who you think we should sign? It was G Perico. What's crazy, it was SOBRB. It was Jack Harlow, and it was some other artists. Of course, I was rocking with SOBRB, but I think that was more of them just like rocking with them. They already had their situation going on. That wasn't really realistic for real.
Probably was trying to see who you was gonna pick.
Trying to see if it was going on. But I was like, oh, I don't know who that white boy is, But that nigga right there hard. He gonna be a star. And they was like, man.
And you seen that just off the picture?
Just off the picture, just off the video. I never seen him, never heard him, never nothing. I just saw the video, first 30 seconds. Oh, he a star. They signed him 2 weeks later, and he's Jack Harlow now.
And he's basically the new Eminem.
What? No, he's the new Justin Timberlake. These hoes go crazy for this.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
What?
My baby mama, just before I came here, I said I got Jack Harlow manager. She didn't even hear me say the manager. She just heard Jack Hart. You feel me? I'm just, Captain saying Jack Harlow. She like, tell Jack Harlow. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, what the? She like, give me a picture. Like, that's the white boy on her list, I guess. You feel me? So that white boy really got all flavors of women. Bro, going crazy about him, bro.
My nigga, it's crazy.
But he really could rap too, though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that kid really like.
I tell everybody all the time. They always say the big three. They might need to add him in the big 3.5 because my man's really got.
He really got, and it's like it ain't even just like rapping. He got like, the word swag, but he just got style about himself with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a certain way, he put it together when he talking. You know what I mean? So I like that. Like, and he don't stray away from the white boy aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? You know when people try to be not them, you know what I'm saying? Like that I'm vanilla baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was hard. Like, I'm a white boy, but you know what I'm saying still.
Yeah, you still get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Right. Like, so you can't do nothing but fuck with that guy, bro. He really raw. But so for you to be able to see that from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like a huge thing, bro. Like, I don't think you really be giving yourself enough credit for the
sometimes I do have to sit back and reflect because I'm just a goer, and I think some of my biggest fault is I always, even when I was an artist, I always think about like where I want to go and where I want to be, and it makes me ignore everything I've done.
That, like I don't really, I could tell when we was talking like you, like I'm like, bro, them accolades, bro, like that's you know what I'm saying. That shit that a lot of people, especially being out here, bro, we it's a ceiling in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you was able to like you seen the ceiling and you like, you know what? I'm finna go run out here and make that happen. He came back, you know what? Fuck that. You know what I mean? And people be scared of opportunity sometimes. So the fact that you was able to see that opportunity being presented and take it, you know what I'm saying? And not be afraid of the change because it wasn't what you wanted to do as far as music, but it was still in the realm of music. That's like something you got to really, because your life is changing. You still doing what you wanted to do. It's just on the other side of it, you feel me? And at any day, you going to have to transition out of music anyway, you feel me? Like, unless you get the Drake career, you know what I'm saying? That where you're going to be performing until you 90, you know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So, well, nah, shit, everybody performing now. You know what I mean? Niggas send you to Turkey with a show. You know what I'm saying? You get. I go get some money out there. Though,
what?
But I ain't gonna lie. I know they paying
first
crazy.
Thing smoking.
You know what I'm saying? So you ever went on tour with any of these artists?
Yeah. So it was an artist that I discovered and got signed to the label. His name was Seti Hendrix.
I heard.
And so
talented guy.
Yeah, he was the first artist that I got signed to now, as far as me personally finding them and getting them signed and helping develop them and stuff. So I went on 3 tours with him. So we went on tour with Young Blue, we went on tour with Kalen For Real, and we went on tour with Drama and Wiz Khalifa. And so yeah, I went on 3 tours with that. And so yeah, that was definitely fire. Early last year, we went to London. I went to London for 3 weeks to record. Drama's dropping a London Gangster Grill, where he got with all the London artists.
A London Gangster Grill.
So he flew me out there for like 3 weeks, me and the team, and
I ain't gonna lie,
I
like that UK. I like that sound, bro. Like
that shit opened my eyes. Like, of course, I was familiar a little bit, but when I went,
being able to see that shit firsthand for sure.
That shit was crazy.
Like, cause I fuck with what's the movie? I mean, the show Top Boy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I already was like, I'm like, damn, them niggas really lightweight. You know what I mean? But it's a dude out there named Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah. That's Jack homie.
Bro, every time I hear him, like, you know what I'm saying, and it's confident, it's just something about a confidence on a record. I'm like, bro, really? You know what I mean? I don't be understanding half of the time, but he be going crazy. And then I like what's the other dude, little young boy popping right now?
Central C.
Central C for sure. That be going crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, I think that's a major move right there because I feel like everything international is going crazy from the Afro beats to the, you know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like, I don't want to say rap is kind of fizzing out, but it's like,
other stuff is starting to really go. Like, we were just talking about, because we just left, what was that? Torch. We was just at Torch, and they played like the Southern Soul song, like the Boots on the Ground song. And that's big out there in Atlanta, like all that whole Southern Soul. Like, so that's starting to make a whole move.
That's the one thing about Atlanta. I remember, like, if your song pop out there, it's gone. Like, it's out of there. Like, I mean, and if it ain't even got to reach out here to the Bay. But I know if you pop in Atlanta, like all them little Alabamas and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you going to be getting a little
and
nice
I always thought about that. Why do you think if a song pop here, it don't pop everywhere, and it's so, in California, it's so looked at?
I feel like it's not going to pop hard, pause, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it ain't going to really jump off like that out here because our market, like the radio don't ever get behind it. Like the radio gets behind like even I take Larry June for instance. Larry June is the biggest thing out here right now.
For sure.
And his records is barely on the radio. You feel me? And that makes no sense. You feel me? Whatever y'all need to figure out. Like I went to Summer Jam with him, bro, and he said to me like he had to tell him for him to perform at Summer Jam, y'all got to start playing his music. He wasn't even gonna do it. Like what type of artists are home you ain't gonna perform at Summer Jam because y'all supposed to get behind whatever we got going. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere else, champion June right now. You feel me? But out here it's like it's teeth and nails, you know what I'm saying? Just with the media. So that's why I feel like our artists won't really get to that plateau because our media play the politic game a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? And we don't really have the platforms that everywhere else have. That's why I'm trying to do this, you know what I'm saying? So
no, yeah. And what's crazy about the platforms everybody else have is just there's more people that do what you're doing. Like that just take initiative. Like, hey, I'm finna put this together. Hey, I'm finna reach out to some people, get some guests, like, and really build this up. Like you said, bro, for you to introduce me and say this is episode 14, like to be in the Bay and I know everything you up against to do this.
For sure.
That's big, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, my engineer, he's sick of me. You know what I'm saying? He's sick of me. I'm doubling up, but we need this out here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing like. It's nobody out here to even be like, oh yeah, I'm finna do a rollout. Where you gonna go? You feel me?
Big facts.
You ain't got.
That's a fact.
You ain't got nowhere to do a press run out here. You ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? So that type of shit right there, I just thought about it. Let me take myself out of music and try to provide a space for music or even just content creators. You know what I'm saying? Comedians, whatever you got going on, come pop your shit, man, because we need that space. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then we got legends too, like. I watch No Jumper, you know, this ain't no diss at them, but they be getting at all our legends like everybody just on dope. You feel me? Like niggas on like everybody do dope and drugs and nigga every legend do drugs, you know what I'm saying? LA, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? But niggas just act like we just got Dope Fiend Central out here, like niggas ain't make no money on. Like, come on, bro. Like niggas did they thing independently.
The one legend that should be getting, I don't give a fuck how many drugs he do, that should get everybody respect. Messy motherfucking Marv.
Come on, man.
Messy Marv should be getting talked about bruh. The way motherfucking Atlanta talk about Outkast.
Nah, like, for real. For real. He was doing shit different and he wasn't afraid to say what the fuck he thought. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
Like, I don't go fuck what drug you was on, bro. Pop your shit because the music was there.
Nah, for real. Which can segue us into why I created Team Bay Area. So I created the page Team Bay Area. The original was I wanted to give the Bay Area flowers. And at the same time, I know that me being at the age I am and like the era that I came up in the Bay and just being a student of the game, like I know all the different eras, like to where I can be able to show the love. And I feel like I represent a certain type of Bay Area artist as far as me goes. Like I represent the Bay Area artists that hella want the shit, that got a passion for it, that go for it, but don't got the resources, don't have the homie, or maybe don't have this circle of cool kids that they all see me, but they don't really like rock with me for real. So I can get that stuff. So I got to figure out to go around them. Like, so now that I'm in this position, it's like I totally like know who all those people is, who all those like unspoken heroes of the Bay Area is.
Right.
And I just be feeling like not only do the ones that we all know about should be getting the love, but also the ones that we might have like forgot about a little bit should be getting the limelight too.
So since you brought up the Team Bay Area, you know, I was gonna bypass it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talked about it off cam. You know what I'm saying? You caught a lot of flack for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did.
You made a very controversial post.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About the top rappers out here.
So you got to understand who I am to know why the moves I make.
Type shit.
So I am a music kid. Like I grew up Rap City, 106 in Park. Like I'm talking about running home to make sure I don't miss no second of Rap City. I can tell you every video that's being played. I can tell you every artist. I went to the warehouse and bought every CD every Tuesday. Like read the inside of the credits, and I was that nigga. So now that I'm grew up now that I'm in it, like the thoughts that I have is to like create like things that like. That's like culture that celebrates like it's the stuff that I like rock with. So when I look at the Bay Area, I don't look at the Bay Area as like how everybody might look at it. Like I don't look at the Bay Area as just even though it is, but I don't look at it like a crab in a bucket. Like nobody can't really get over a hump. There's a ceiling. These are things that are really true for real, but like it's not the way I look at it because this is actually a culture that raised me. It's actually a culture that made me who I am. So I actually celebrate it. I actually like love it. That's why I just said people like Messy Mars and Sebos and you know what I'm saying, the B40, Be Legit, like these Mac Mall, like these people are like gems to me. Like these, just like when I have arguments in a room about fucking Jay-Z and the fucking Jadakiss and whoever else, it's the same. I feel the exact same way about our rappers and the people that I came up with. So I created the page because I wanted to give people flowers. Like you know what I'm saying. So last year was the 50th anniversary of the rap. Billboard did a top 50 rapper list. So I thought to myself, like, hey, I should do a top 50 Bay Area list. Now, in my mind, I'm like, show love is why I would want to do it. Yeah. I never thought twice about, okay, if I don't put somebody's name, it's like a slight on them, or they would take it a slight on them. And then the main reason why I didn't take that way is because I did 50 artists. And I didn't put myself. I ain't gonna lie, you ain't put me on there either. But it's cool. We talk about that shit later. It's all good. We talk about that later, right? You know what I didn't even put myself. And I'm for sure top 50. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. I'm for sure top 2. You feel me? For sure. You know what I mean? Nah, but you definitely got a lot of flack for that though. You know what I'm saying? I did. So did that make you like feel some type of way about trying to help? Or it did, bro. Not trying to help. It made me feel a way about just like. Damn, because I've been in this kind of situation before as an artist. Like I remember one time I had I was working with me and my boy Ken and my dog Mohawk Mar. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was out there in San Ho. My boys from College Park, they had brought us a song to get on. And then we end up getting the Jack on it and E40 on it. And KML played it, but they took, when the person made the song, they only kept Jack a verse, 40 verse, my verse, and one of the group members' verse. So it looks like I'm like taking the song kind of like, if you don't really know the information, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like. That sound like a nigga taking the song to me, right? That sound like nigga was cutting niggas. Hey, cut that nigga verse off there, bro. Yeah, which is crazy to think why I would care to do that. But, you know, so I dealt with like a lot of, that was my first time dealing with a lot of. You ain't never took nobody verse off the song? No. I have. I didn't like. I'm gonna keep it real, but I tell a nigga to his face like that shit was hard as fuck, but you did your thing, bro. That's crazy. Then when I get nigga leave, I'm gonna be like, hey, cut that shit off, bro. Fuck, bro. I can't hurt a nigga feelings to his face. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I feel like one of the most disrespectful things, like unless it's like a major artist or something, but if you tell a nigga like, bro, I ain't really feeling that verse. You like, bitch, what? Like, nigga, what you mean you ain't feeling my, like, I just took my time on that. So I just rather be like, bro, that shit was fire, bro. Song might not even come out. Like, nigga done fucked the whole shit up. So that's me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they definitely. I'm a shady nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna tell you, that shit was fire, boy. You did your thing. Die line. But I feel like that come with just, it's the catch with being passionate and like loving something and being a culture kid, like, cause a lot of everybody not that, so they're not gonna understand like where you come from. They're gonna take it from what it look like you trying to do. So I wasn't mad at people being slighted. Actually, I salute any nigga that be like, nah, I need to be on that list, because that's exactly what you need to be saying. You know what I'm saying, for real. But one of the things that I did feel a way about is like I didn't do the list by myself.
All right, let me ask you this: what was the criteria for the list? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was definitely sales. It was impact. It was your catalog. Like, it was the longevity, right? Consistency. Have you ever performed outside of the Bay Area for your music? Right. Just all around that, and then at the same time, having a round table and just really asking people.
So nah. I'm just trying to make sure, like, people probably thought it was just you sitting at the crib. You feel me?
Oh no, that list would have been different. Mac Mall would have been number 2 or 3. If it was my list like that.
This nigga still keeping me out of the top 5.
My bad, bro.
I just say, just throw me in there just for the camera's sake. You feel me?
Like, I got you.
Nah. But all right. So after that, like, you feel like you're gonna do the list again?
Actually, I have been thinking about doing a list. I've been thinking about doing the top 30 rap groups of all time, Bay Area rap groups of all time.
That's a lot of motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie.
That is. I was thinking about like putting it out there, like, who do y'all think it should be, like, on the page? I think that's a difference is what I should do now.
Do a poll.
Yeah, to see what people say, and like let that be whoever I put be a consideration of what I'm seeing, right, type of vibe, because they might say groups like that you're not even thinking about type of thing.
For sure. So what else you got going on? Anything coming up? Any?
Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch going. So like I said, we got a new artist, Kai Cash, out of Brooklyn, New York. He just signed a Generation Now Atlantic. He got his album comes out April 25th. It's called Cash Rules. We just did Dreamville last week.
J. Cole
Festival. That was fire.
This nigga right here, bro. I just want to get invited somewhere.
Man, that ain't nothing but a tappy. Man.
All right. I fly out too. Okay. I be places. I got a few dollars. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I got a few dollars.
I don't know what to holler at.
All right, for sure. So all right.
So we did that. He just pushing this campaign right now. His thing come out April 25th. Excited about it. Real lyricist, real rapper. And he doing what he doing. And then we got this Generation Now 2.0. Where we about to come with this new energy, these new artists, new situations, new money. You know what I mean? So get ready for that. I can't speak a lot on that right now, but we definitely working on that. Like I said, I got the Team Bay Area page. We actually working on the Team Bay Area compilation right now. Shout out to my girl Karina at Studio X. I did one of the first writing camps out here. What was that, November? Success. A lot of people came. We're thinking about doing a part 2 just to continue to give people opportunities to be a part. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing about me putting the writing camp. Like, I'm putting the writing camp for something that's finna come out. That you actually can, be a part of. You'll write a verse and end up on Young Miami album type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I realized, like, damn, that's the position I'm really in right now.
That's a power position.
Yeah, I kind of want to definitely show love to. That's the way I feel like I show love.
Right.
Give them those kind of opportunities.
But they got to make sure to come to these writer camps and
yeah.
So y'all got to make sure y'all tap in with bro. You know what I'm saying? As y'all see, he's a real power figure out here in the game. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tap in with Willie Joe, man.
Yes.
I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, man. You know what I'm saying? You over here. I ain't gonna lie. Look at bro. He came here fly as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Real recognized, bro.
Come on, man.
Like we said earlier, it's really blessed to have someone like you creating something like this in our space.
I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Nah, man, for sure. I'm trying to get this shit right for us, man, because we need it. You know what I'm saying? We out here got people talking bad about us like we ain't got no fly players out here. You know what I'm saying? No bad bitches.
Them boys arguments all the time, man.
Like, I don't like that shit. I'm gonna keep it real.
They trying to say we can't dress.
That's what I be saying. They be saying all type of shit. Like just even the sound of music, bro. Like, a lot of shit come from out here. Like, I ain't gonna lie, niggas do be putting that shit on other places. I can't even lie. Like, when I be in the A or even on the East Coast, them niggas be like, it's like they get fashion, but we put fashion on too. Like, nigga, when our bag right, come on, man. And y'all bitch gonna pay us for it too. That's what's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the concept.
That's the difference. Like, y'all paying them, they pay us for how we look. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's the biggest. Now that's the biggest thing.
Like,
that's shock in Atlanta. I had to, and I'm still not with it, to be honest with you. But it's like
the tricking culture,
bro. Yeah. It's like I come from where if you want anything, you use your mouthpiece to get it.
For sure.
That's how you gonna get it. That's how you gonna get it. And at the same time, this type of mind I go for the female mind first before I do anything. Because once you got the mind, you got everything.
Nah, for sure.
But these niggas, it's pockets first. Like they lead with cash.
Hey, instant. Let me take you to the mall. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I was out there, bro, the nigga, I ain't gonna say his name because I should though. But nigga, I was out there, bro. This nigga, as soon as he meet, what you wanna go to the True Religion store? I'm like, God, you just met this bitch, like literally right here in the mall. You trying to take her? Like, I can't compete, shorty. Go with him. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't buying you shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to really know you like your mama, you know what I'm saying? Grandmama, you know what I mean? This your birthday or something, I might copy something, but like, I ain't just meeting you, taking you to the mall. I don't go fuck how much money I got. That's a different type of tricking, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't balling like that.
Nah, for real.
I ain't balling like the Bay Area. That's our culture. We don't come from that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't saying we don't love our women, but we ain't spending no unnecessary money on shit that we ain't got nothing to do with. You feel me? You ain't
happening.
That ain't my problem, baby. All right, so Willie Joe, I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Streets Verified. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to not say your name wrong. You feel me? Scotty Summers. You know what I'm saying? Smooth Berkeley nigga. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all check out his music. Y'all make sure y'all check out bro what he got going on.
American Dream out now. Ring of Fire. Dropping tomorrow, the official video, and Dear Summer coming this summer.
He dropping Dear Summer this summer. You feel me? That shit better be fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause anybody put a Dear Summer on it, I expect greatness on that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. That title right there. Alright, you know what I'm saying? I'm damn near gonna clip that out, so you gonna have to send me the shit, so we gonna put that side by side, and I'm gonna let the people talk about it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
People's favorite.
Oh, confidence. I like that, my boy. Hey, yo, man, Streets Verified, we out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Episode 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? We out of here, man. FLY. Hey, bitch, cause a young nigga